I just finished building the Batcave Shadowbox. This is what I like, and this is what I don't like about this set. I like the size of the Batcave Shadowbox because it doesn't take up too much space, measuring in at 51 centimeters in length and only 15 centimeters in depth, so it's fairly easy to fit on a shelf. However, when you open up the Shadowbox, I like the fact that you are given the option to have a fairly huge footprint, since the Batcave Shadowbox when fully open measures in at 103 centimeters in length and 29 centimeters in height. However, most people will probably have the Batcave slightly angled when it's open, so the length won't be that wide. The interior of the Shadowbox is divided into 3 sections and hinges around a narrow spine similar to a book. I don't like the fact that the Batcave Shadowbox is so dark when it's in its closed formation. The Shadowbox would look so much better if there were lights on the inside to brighten up the interior when the Shadowbox is closed. I really like the carved out bat symbol on the front of the Shadowbox. It's cool how they constructed the bat symbol with simple slopes, inverted slopes, and curved bricks. I like how there's a clear separation between the black frame and the gray interior when looking at the bat symbol. I don't like how the back of the Shadowbox looks because it's relatively unfinished. There is a mismatch of dark bluish gray, light bluish gray, and black bricks which is presented in an unorganized manner, and the yellow knobs which create the play function stick out in an ugly way. I like how they included lattice panels on the top of the Shadowbox because it looks like there are vents on the top of the box. I like how you can see some of the rockwork, hanging bats, and spikes when you look through the carved out bat symbol. And the interior rockwork looks awesome as well when you look at it from the inside. I like how it's fairly easy to open up the Batcave Shadowbox to reveal the interior of the Batcave. I don't like the big gaping hole of the bat symbol that is seen from the interior of the Batcave Shadowbox when the Shadowbox is open. It would look good if you had a printed backdrop to place behind this gaping hole. I like how the slopes and curves of the interior rockwork looks because it appears very natural and organic. I don't like the exposed studs on the floor of the Batcave. It would have looked better if they had tiled up these exposed studs to give it a smoother look. I like how they included trans yellow tiles on the roof of the Batcave to represent lamps. I like the furnished half of the Batcave because it's quite detailed and very visually appealing to look at. They included multiple leveled platforms which are attached to the walls. The walls are quite detailed, having multiple layers with rocks sticking out, and cave openings where you can see the depth of the cave. I like how there are areas where tools are kept, and I like how the walls that house the tools have a different texture so it looks separate from the cave. The scaffolding along the roof is also a nice touch, and I like how they included a long ladder where Batman can climb to the top of the cave. I like all the play features that are included in the Batcave Shadowbox. We have a knob that turns the central chair of the command center. We have a knob that switches the display screen in the command center from a recording of the Penguin to a recording of the Catwoman. We have a knob that raises and lowers the drawbridge to reveal where Batman keeps his bat suit. We have a knob that opens and closes a secret room where Batman keeps his batarangs and grapple hook gun. We have a button that lowers the garage door after the Batmobile enters the Batcave. And we have a light brick which illuminates the doorway where the bat suit is kept. I don't like the fact that you have to manually raise the garage door with your hand. However, I do like how quickly it shuts when you press the button. I like how they made the brick-built bat symbol above the garage door, where they made the cutout of the bat symbol with dark bluish gray slopes and curves, and they used a black panel to create the black bat symbol. I like the details of the runway where you can park the Batmobile. I like the texture along the side of this platform. I like how it is rounded at the top, and I like how they included yellow lights along the side of the platform. I like the 1989 Batmobile that we get in this set because it looks fairly accurate to the larger UCS version that we've gotten in the past. This Batmobile is compact in size, measuring in at nearly 24 centimeters in length. This Batmobile looks awesome from the front view, side view, and top view because it has some great angles and textures to it. I like how the rear flame spins as you move the Batmobile forward and backwards. And I like how the 2 guns pop out as you turn one of the knobs on the side of the car. However, I don't like the fact that this Technic knob awkwardly sticks out from the side of the Batmobile, so it looks ugly. I don't like the fact that it's difficult to fit Batman in the Batmobile since Batman's cape is made out of a hard molded rubber. However, you can stick the second Batman into the Batmobile since his cape is made out of cloth. And when this Batman is in the Batmobile, I like how deep he is sitting inside the car, where you can see his eyes and bat ear sticking out from the top. I like how you can remove the flame on the back of the Batmobile and store it in a storage area on the back of the Shadowbox. I like how the Batmobile fits nicely in the Batcave when you shift the platform towards the furnished side. The black color of the Batmobile nicely blends in with the rest of the Batcave. I don't like all the stickers in this set. It would have been better if all the designs were printed on tiles instead. However, I do like all the designs of these printed stickers because they are well done, brightly colored, and nicely detailed. I like the building experience of this Batcave. There weren't any repetitive builds and it was fairly clever how they constructed the bat symbol and created all the rockwork within the cave. I like all 7 minifigures that we get in this set. I like the Batman minifigure with his molded rubber cowl and cape piece. And it's cool how we get a printed bat symbol symbol on the chest below the cowl. I like Batman's headpiece where you get printed goggles above the eyes, and an alternate face where he is smirking. He has a great looking printed torso and back torso which includes a batarang. However, his legs are just a plain black. I like how we get a second Batman minifigure with a more conventional fabric cape. He has the same dual-sided head with goggles and plain face, and a similar printed torso. I like the Bruce Wayne minifigure who comes with a black textured hairpiece. He's wearing a nice looking formal black blazer with a gray sweater vest and dress shirt underneath. I like the Alfred Pennyworth minifigure who comes with a gray hairpiece which is nicely molded. He is wearing a black tuxedo with a black bow tie. I like the Penguin minifigure who comes with a nice looking tall black top hat. He has a great looking face with brown shadows around his eyes, and he has a facial expression where he is grinding his teeth. I like the reddish brown fur collar around his neck, and his torso printing looks great where they even gave him a pot belly. His accessories include a gray fish and an umbrella. I like the Catwoman minifigure who comes with an excellent looking printed face where you can see her mask and red lipstick. She comes with a head attachment where you can see her cat ears, and her torso printing and back torso printing look excellent as well. Catwoman comes with a whip accessory. And I like the Max Shrek minifigure who comes with a white hairpiece that has a great looking mold. He comes with a gray pinstripe suit and a brown tie, and his accessories include a top hat and cane. So what do you like? What do you don't like? Comment below, let me know, and we will see you all in the next video. Bye.